What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about Cam Thomas of the Brooklyn Nets. Wanted to talk about Cam because he's been balling out at Summer League here lately. Multiple 30-point games, had 36 his last game when I made this video, that is, at least. And, overall is looking like one of the steals of this year's draft class. So I just kind of wanted to talk about Cam, his game, why he potentially fell in the draft this year, and then kind of what's his role with the Nets team moving forward. Because like I said, he does look like the steal of the draft, and he looks like a player who can contribute to a team trying to win games right away. He looks like he's got that ability to contribute. And so I kind of want to just touch on that, hear your guys' thoughts on this game down in the comment section below. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So Cam Thomas out of LSU is a bucket. He was a bucket in high school, he was a bucket in college at LSU, and right now, currently in Summer League, he's a bucket as well. Multiple 30-point games in his last few Summer League games, scoring the ball really well. I knew about Cam back in high school at Oak Hill. I remember watching him, and I really liked his game then. He just seemed smooth, he seemed calm. He never seemed like he was under any sort of duress or pressure. Kind of just always seemed to get to his spots, could shoot the three ball, could get to the hoop, and just like I said, an overall player who could, score the ball and you couldn't speed him up. And he was always kind of ranked, I believe, in like the late 20s, early 30s, and I always thought that was pretty low for him, even back in high school, because like I said, he just seemed like someone who knew how to play the game, knew how to get to his spots, and just knew how to score the ball. And that's something that really translated at LSU. Averaged, I believe, 23 points a game. Now, his efficiency wasn't very good from the floor. He was not very efficient from three, not very efficient from just the floor in general, but got to the free throw line a ton, shot a lot of free throws, and, got his points. 23 points per game is nothing to slouch at, especially for someone who was only a freshman. And so put up big-time numbers at LSU, but going into the draft, fell a little bit. He was kind of projected in that 20s range, fell to the late first round, and really the big knock on his game was he was kind of a one-dimensional player, someone who could only score the ball. He was only a bucket. He was not looking to pass the ball. He was doing his own thing out there, and so that was kind of the knock on Cam. But the thing about him was he at least had a strength. He could score the ball. I think everyone knew going into the NBA that he would be able to score the ball at a high level, and so far in Summer League, that's what he's doing. He's scoring the ball, he's getting his buckets. Now, the rest of his game is still going to have to round out. He's going to have to become a better passer. He's going to have to be someone who can do more on both sides of the ball than just, score the ball. But so far, the bucket getting ability that he has, it's translated to NBA Summer League really well, and like I said, looks to be a steal in this year's draft. So how does he fit in with the Brooklyn Nets? Because obviously Brooklyn is a team trying to win the title, and they have three of the best bucket getters in the world on their team already. Obviously with KD, Kyrie, and Harden, scoring isn't something that they lack, especially when all three of those guys are on the court. And so how would Cam Thomas fit into a lineup with, those three guys? That is kind of a hard question to answer, just because I'm not sure how much he's going to be on the floor with all three of those guys together. Obviously, with them getting Blake Griffin back, it's probably, come playoff time, that's how I always look at, these players. How do they fit into a playoff rotation? It's going to be those three if they're healthy. Blake Griffin and probably Joe Harris, despite how bad he played, in that Milwaukee series. And so I'm not sure, how much Cam will be on the floor in the playoffs with those three guys specifically. But coming off the bench in the regular season, especially if some of those guys get banged up, you get two of them out, I think Cam is more than capable of being a player who can come in and, get you 20 points on any given night. I think that he's got that kind of ability. And I think, like I said, with one of those guys out, or two of them out, I think the ball could be in his hands a lot. He could come off the bench and win Brooklyn some games or keep them in some games and be, a bench scorer who can, play a big role, I think, for the team. Now, when it comes to playoff time, how's his game going to adjust? Because obviously teams will pick on him defensively. They'll be locked into his tendencies, all that stuff. He's only a rookie, and so playoffs, that could be a different story. But I definitely think in the regular season, Cam Thomas has the ability to be someone who can be a high impact player for Brooklyn and be someone who could, like I said, win them a lot of games and be a player who could potentially, make a case for maybe Rookie of the Year, just depending on how, his season goes, how many minutes he gets, and what his touches are looking like. But obviously, Rookie of the Year and any accolades like that may be a little bit too much expectation on someone who was drafted, late first round. The thing about Cam, though, is that while this is just Summer League, his skill set and his bucket getting ability has translated to every level that he's played at. Obviously, it worked at the high school level. Put up points at Oak Hill, no problem there. Obviously, at LSU, whether he was efficient or not, he got his points, he got his buckets. He did it in a variety of different ways, whether it was from the three-point line, off the dribble, mid-range, getting to the hoop, all that, drawing fouls, all that. He did, that at LSU, 23 points per game again. Nothing to slouch at, especially for someone who was only a freshman. And then now, so far in Summer League, looks very comfortable scoring the ball at this level. And I think the NBA game fits his skill set very well with, fast-paced, spread the floor, a lot of ISO situations, a lot of high pick and roll, things of that nature. And I think that really fits, what he does. And so I definitely think he's got a bright future with Brooklyn. I think, one of those guys is bound to get hurt, miss some time, and they're going to need someone to come off the bench, get some buckets, get shots up, and that's exactly what Cam does. And so I'm excited for him. Really like his game overall. Think he's going to, do well in Brooklyn, and can't wait to see, how his game translates to the NBA level officially and how he fits with those three, because obviously 3 All-Stars, 3 of the top 10 players in the league, whatever you want to call it, or wherever you want to put them. It's hard to fit in, but I think someone like Cam can do it off the bench and fit in just fine. And so leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of Cam and his game. Do you think he's going to do well with Brooklyn? And, just overall, what are your expectations for him? Do you think he'll get some playing time, threatened for Rookie of the Year, anything like that? Leave those thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later.